that will give him the power to shut down the U.S.-Mexico border, a power he said for the past 3 years he doesn't have. The president's actions would reportedly restrict migrants' ability to claim asylum at the border once daily encounters reach certain thresholds. The number of 4,000 has been floated as a possible limit, but it's a plan that Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson says is too little too late. Kelly Meyer with us on the set. You reported over the weekend that the White House has tried to get some border mayors to come here for this announcement, stand behind the president, say this is going to make a big difference, do television interviews and the like. Have they been successful in finding mayors?
It's a good question, and I think it's just as important who isn't going as who is, and it says a lot about who the administration is talking to. So we were checking in with Allie Bradley, who's on our border for us, working our sources, and found out there were some mayors that she was talking to that were not invited. And they said that we would have loved to be invited. We have a lot to say to President Biden.
We have a few thoughts.
Yeah, we have some things to say. But we know even the Democratic mayor of Eagle Pass was not invited, was not attending as of yesterday. There are some. We know the mayor of Brownsville is going to be going. That is somewhere that the president visited just recently when he went to the border. But we're hearing that this announcement's happening in Washington, D.C. I was curious if it was going to happen at the border itself, but he's inviting these mayors up to D.C. to do this announcement. What's interesting about it is the timing of it all. You know, this is something that the White House has said they were weighing, potentially keeping all their options open, but nothing was yet decided. And then here they are now talking about this, saying that this is, you know, looking like this is going to happen here tomorrow. So we have the latest data on the apprehension numbers just in from this weekend. Our Allie Bradley getting that from her sources. And I wanted to refer to that because according to the latest data also from April, we have too, San Diego saw the most migrant apprehensions. And that was one of the mayors in the area that said he wasn't invited to this at the White House tomorrow. That's accounting for more than 20% of all southern border apprehensions that month, followed by Tucson, then Laredo. So as you mentioned, President Biden weighing shutting off asylum requests. He's also mentioning denying entry to migrants once the number of encounters exceed a new daily threshold. But as always, they said the decision remains to be seen. Again, the question of why now, as you said, House Speaker Mike Johnson saying it's too little too late. The Hill Sunday spoke with Congresswoman Nancy Mace about this. Let's see what she had to say. Take a listen.
But the devil is always in the details. Like that Senate bill that came through, there were a lot of great ideas, as I have said over and over again. But for every good idea, there was a loophole on the next page that basically meant nothing. And so I would want to make sure that we're building the wall, that we are limiting and banning these people from coming across the border illegally. Look, over 9 million illegals have crossed in our country.
So look, Leland, the president has always said, and the White House keeps saying to us when we asked, why didn't they do this executive order sooner? They kept saying and blaming it on Congress, saying we had this bipartisan deal. It could have been done through Congress. But here they are potentially doing this tomorrow. A question I had for a reporter that was down there in Mexico for us, did the president wait until after this election to make this announcement? And that reporter said yes. So it's interesting to see the timing here.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.